back to Disco Elysium, live from Disco Elysium.
Oh, give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. Gotta quick do something.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So,
yes, live from Disco Elysium.
So do you want to put it with Egghead or Logic?
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion.
We got a second here.
The name. Someone turns up the beat.
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He forms yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
We should talk about his so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the floodlights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But the beat is still so weak. What if you rerouted the terrifying audio assault that the lead programmer's microphone setup picks up through this compressor?
We gotta show our moves, man.
Can we try to boost savoir-faire?
Goodbye, officer.
We can totally try to boost it. If I can stop clicking the wrong shit.
Oh, don't worry, man. You'll click the right thing one of these days.
Eventually. Oh wait, nope. Those are negative, not positive.
I thought those were positive.
These are negative, sir.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Composure. Hand-eye.
I guess we have nothing.
No, we have at least one or two things. We may or may not be currently wearing them, though.
Oh.
Sunglasses. So currently we're boosting it by 2 because I think it's not the jacket. Something has savoir-faire. The pants.
Oh.
Our current pants have savoir-faire.
Can we try dancing?
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
It is a white check. We can do it again. 20% chance.
Okay, let's try this.
We failed.
Close your eyes and dream of the
what is with these
the
tiny numbers?
This strange music into
And how much do we fail by?
Such ferocity of
Oh wait, impossible. Oof.
5. We failed by 5 because we rolled a 4.
Oof.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just
Well,
to think about it.
We got the morale
Even
back
a
at least.
failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen? Salvation.
I mean to ask you, what's with your hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Is it important to you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
We will come back once we have a few more points.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit.
Contact mic!
She stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. And yes, I'm being more like Contact Mike, alright? Don't even bring it up.
What Contact Mike is?
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
I kind of just wonder if we can't keep trying to bring up Contact Mike.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Now can you talk? Yeah, now can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favor. What do you want to know?
What's the deal with Egghead?
What do you mean?
Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the Banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrod, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Ravers. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines... There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City.
She nods.
Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
She says quietly.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
What's a party boy?
I can't help but think of Jackass whenever I hear that word.
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offense if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Ravers are being questioned. Show her your hypnograms.
No offense taken. Go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
He looks
Tell
around
me
a little
about the
embarrassed.
others.
He looks around a little embarrassed of the enthusiasm of his interjection.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Suna.
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What about Tiago?
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Wait! You've only been here for about an hour, and you've met and interacted with the Crabman on a regular basis. What?
Who knows? Maybe he helped them move some things in. Maybe that's why it went faster.
Maybe? What? What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do? Yell up at the tower?
He talks to Noid? What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
Thanks. About the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forburg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
Super hardcore!
Ultra mega hardcore!
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
Yes.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
Well, it makes sense then. Why would he be impressed by the architecture?
Oh, what kind of mindset is that?
He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
Ooh.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her than she lets on.
What is this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Forburg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have not told you I'm a raging alcoholic who recently drank himself into oblivion so deep he can't remember what it sounds like. What sounds like the biggest city in the biggest street in the city.
Jesus Christ, what happened?
I was going to say biggest city in the street.
It seemed like it kept wanting to come out, and you were trying to resist it really hard.
Yes!
You were fighting with your mouth. Your mouth and your brain disagreed on how to pronounce the sentence, and you were fighting.
No?
Well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
I might just do that if I make it there alive.
Yeah. I hope you do.
Actually, tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. Of what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What has he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
Number 3.
On life?
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Actually, do tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yes, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I'm a silver bird.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
Ooh. I like number 2.
Yeah, there's more to you than you let on. What am I not seeing?
All right,
She picks up the tape recorder and looks you in the eye.
there is.
That's all she's gonna tell you.
But I'm a police officer! You have to answer me!
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
Lieutenant taps his foot.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Thank you. Some other questions.
Sure.
That's it. That's all she's got.
Goodbye!
All right, Noid.
You got us in, cop.
Oh.
I can't believe you got us in.
He looks at the hull, examining the carpentry.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Kim! We're helping the kids, man! Keeping them out of trouble. Keeping their nose clean.
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Better here than the tent. It wasn't safe.
Okay.
Lieutenant keeps it laconic.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
Ooh, nice job.
What did Tiago tell you about the church?
The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
Oh, you mean there's dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the Crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
I don't get it. Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for, and trying to measure.
He nods toward the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by outside. Dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
What makes you think Sona's gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
This building seems less than structurally sound.
No. It's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead.
He grins.
Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with.
His words echo in the chamber.
And if it can't, well...
He shrugs, non-committally.
I found a doomed commercial area in the Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubis was trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer. cop man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited size person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, cop man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
Oh, I thought there'd be more to it.
Nah, it's just a vest of suspenders made to resemble a human rib cage. Plus some lady clothes to piss off the sex system. Now tell me about that hardcore necktie. It's fucking primal.
What's so hardcore about it?
You're looking at it suspiciously.
It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man. I like it.
You suddenly realize the patience and respect this speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone.
Respect to the man!
Are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
And what are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Ooh.
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
Don't you mean the left-to-right paradigm and the pig-wheat complex?
No. Politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory, but I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
Okay. Alright.
What are you so suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
Okay.
What's so bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things.
Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask about something else now.
His eyes flicker.
Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Their bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
How old do you think this church is? Over 300 years?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
Something more fundamental? You mean sound anomaly?
Maybe. Maybe they were unable to face the nature of the world, perishing.
You say that as a carpenter yourself?
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveler. Made me a bit manic, you know. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
Understood.
The material knowledge is mega though. Guild shit. Teaches independence.
How are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
What do you mean?
The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
I won't. Take care, Nord.
So the question is, do you want to put that slot into logic and then go one more time at this?
Actually, I maybe want to investigate for Ruby because we are so close to another level up.
Well, like I said, do we want to
Yes,
try this
what is
one
it?
and just do this one more time, and win or lose, we then go after Ruby?
Okay, because this is the maxing out logic, right?
Nope, we get one more after this yet.
Okay, let's try it. One more time. Ooh,
Yes, what
one
is
more time.
Okay, hold on. I gotta put the shit back on. And I can't do that while I'm in the dialogue.
Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance and free. One more time.
I feel bad for everyone that has to listen to you.
Why? I could start singing Private Archipelago.
You could just not sing at all.
Why?
It hurts my ears.
Screw you!
Yes. Alright, we have the +5 logic. Alright, what do we got here?
What is it?
92!
This has to work!
This is what we had last time when we still failed.
Let's try it!
You don't
Fucking finally.
Ah!
have a long time ago.
Wait, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere in a long forgotten discussion behind the kitchen table in the evening light, drinking coffee and smoking with a friend and a woman. She was there too. Her hair smelled of shampoo and she was smoking.
Suna, is this the origin point of the pail?
What?
The swallow. That's how it starts. It's a baby. It's a baby pail?
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
She looks up and there's fear in her eyes as she considers the possibility.
That comforts her.
No. We are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you. You have her full, undivided attention. The lieutenant's, too. He takes his glasses off.
The pail is only an effect, a transmission between the world and that.
Then, what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
It's
No,
It's less than nothing. It's the final rest state for reality. Imagine all this never was.
Then the Pale is...
Simply curdling milk.
But the milk, it clearly hasn't started curdling yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mole. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long...
Until it starts swallowing. And it's already started. Starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area, all the failure in Martinez.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development?
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
The failed businesses and ideologies. There's something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building. With amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
No, it's better they don't know.
I told them. But no. Normal office buildings are bourgeois.
It didn't form in a church. The church formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind. Built by the first settlers.
Yes, acting on an intellectual level, religious practices we've forgotten.
Instinctual.
Oops.
I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of commercial settlement.
Not 6? Huh.
No, they said 7. They said, I think before, 6 of them had, like, collapsed in the meantime.
Okay.
Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
We don't want to answer Kim's question?
I don't think I've thought of this before. That's how I know.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the
Ooh,
stained
new
glass
thought.
window. Cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
Kim.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Yeah, that's still insane. Then again, so am I.
Yeah!
The light is on in the universe. It will never go out.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have anthropogenic detection to perform in this district.
Right. I'll let you work in peace now.
What is this
Nope.
thought?
And then, Ruby, we're coming for you.
You have an obsession.
Maybe.
You don't even know if she's a tsundere yet.
Why would I care about that? Why would I care about that? Like, I just want to move, like, the plot along a little bit.
Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately, looking for something, tidying up, rearranging, storing away all the unrealized dreams, putting old pains in boxes. The worst nightmares have settled down for a while. A spot of light on the bedroom door after the dark. The fluttering of eyelids in the spring sun. A thought that arises only to disappear again, and yet there's a pattern emerging. Doesn't have any temporary bonuses. What does it give us?
I am checking that now. I'm cleaning out the rooms. Ooh!
Mm-hmm.
Will give us one suggestion,
Okay.
one rhetoric,
Okay.
and one inland empire.
Okay. I mean, that all sounds like positives to me. And we have that open slot from where art degree was.
And how long? 5 hours, 5.5
5.5 hours.
Do you want to do that?
I mean, we can. It's not going to hurt us.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Well, now we have a date with a gemstone. Or at least we have a date with trying to find a gemstone.
Yes.
If I remember right, from when I did a little research, I think it's someone in the fishing village that knows where she's at.
So you borderline was not like cheated because
I wanted to know. It was when we were looking up about like the light bending dude, and it said the cutoff point was like after finding Ruby, and I think it was in there that it mentioned like the person in the fishing village. I don't know which person, but a person. And my first guess would be her.
Okay.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Oh, is she blind? I'm guessing because of the whole ampersands or whatever those are. Not ampersands. I'm blanking on what they're called. The stars.
Yeah, multiplication signs. Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is just like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Goodbye, I'm off.
All right.
Huh. You know what is a good question to ask now? I know the perfect question to ask.
Okay.
Ruby Dooby Doo, where are you?
That was awful.
Your disappointment just makes it so much better.
Alright, I think, given the time, this is where we should call it.
Yes, and sometime within the next session, or 3 YouTube episodes, we will hopefully find Ruby.
Well, we can now talk to this floorboard, so I'm assuming this might be where she's at. Or it'll be a tunnel into that building we couldn't get into before.
Wait. We can talk to the floorboard now?
Well, there's a speech bubble there, and we couldn't do this before.
I was about to say, how is that possible? But this is Disco Elysium. We've been talking to billboards, trash cans, dead bodies, and a polar bear fridge.
I mean, we were petting trash cans, man.
Oh my god, I just edited that episode last night.
Ha!
And now you know how far ahead in the future we are, maybe. Oh god. So, yeah, next time on Disco Elysium, we will be hopefully tracking down Ruby.
Yeah. Later.
Bye.